we asked all of you what cases you use, and boy, howdy, did we get a lot of responses. So I think if we buckle down, we can get through these in a timely fashion. So shall we start?
Yeah, Chris has one for us. He says, I'm with Dave, and I always have a case on my phone, and I encourage all of my tech consulting clients to do the same. Personally, I don't like smooth or slippery cases. I like something that has a chance of sitting in place for 5 minutes. Slippery cases behave like eels and slide off of surfaces sometimes. For at least the last decade, my case of choice has been the Incipio Duo, which has a very slight texture to it. I think it's a rich feeling. I should point out that the clear version of the case looks to be slippery. The black one that I'm speaking of, it's the black one that I'm speaking of that doesn't slide around.
Cool.
So, the Incipio Duo. At the risk of having this run too long, what is the Duo part?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's not clear what is duoed about this from looking at their Amazon listing. It's $30 on Amazon. So I will share that and yeah, we can move on. Yeah. Good stuff. Cool. Pete?
All right. NASA Nut writes in with another one. He says, during show 1134, you were discussing iPhone cases and screen protectors. Just wanted to put my vote in for the Spigen brand. It's not just Spigen. I said it earlier. The Spigen brand. Spigen. At Spigen.com. I've used this brand on a couple of generations of phones. I've even put the screen protectors on all 5 phones in our family. With regard to the screen protector, they are tempered glass and they come in a set of 2 for about $20 on Amazon. Several installation aids are included, starting with a cleaning cloth to clean the phone's screen before installation. Then there's a set of peel-off stickers that you dab on the iPhone screen prior to remove any remaining lint. Then the protectors themselves come mounted in an installation frame that fits your specific iPhone. This provides perfect alignment for the screen protector. Once in place, you peel the sticker off, which allows you to remove the alignment frame and leave the protector in place. Then lastly, there's the small plastic squeegee that you can use to force out any remaining air bubbles. These have been the easiest to install protectors that I've ever used. As far as the cases, I use the Tough Armor, which has a flip-out stand so you can prop the phone up on a table in front of you. However, they have other styles. I hope I haven't rambled on for too long. Keep up the great work. NASA Nut. So
Cool. I will change the link in the show notes to have the little flip out stand. So and I'm normalizing the prices that I'm mentioning here in the show to the iPhone 17 Pro version of all of these cases, just so that we have it. And these are $24.99 is what I am finding for
today.
For today. Yeah.
Today
exactly.
only.
Today only. Yeah, exactly.
Sunday.
All right. That was that one. Cliff has a comment about clear cases. And he says, per your query in the last podcast, I too purchase a cheap clear case each year for my new iPhone. My current $5 MagSafe case that I bought in September is working just fine with my Orange 17 Pro. Of note, the newer generation clear cases seem to be doing better about not yellowing with age quite as quickly. And I will also attest to this. The clear case that I currently have on my 17 Pro, I took it off and kind of looked at it. And it looks yellowed because it's got an orange phone inside it. But the case itself has remained clear, which I love. So because that was an issue with clear cases for a little while. There were a couple of years where Spec was the only company that had a formulation that would not yellow with age, and now it seems like that knowledge has migrated around. So thank you for that, Cliff. All right, leather cases were a topic of discussion, and I guess we've got Dan's, and then we'll get to the leather cases. So go ahead with Dan's. Adam.
Yeah, Dan has a bumper open case from, I'm going to mutilate this, I'm sure, Wuedo, W-U-W-E-D-O, Wuedo. He said, I also tried the open case and found it good, but I didn't love the faux leather. That was actually one of my favorite parts, but to each his own. Plus, I like to see phones as I can with a clear case like Dave. I like the clear TPU edges on a case. I can see the case and it makes it a little easier to pick up. I found this case that also does not have a back. Years ago, I used Apple's bumpers, which had a weird texture and not enough rigidity, so they would flex on the sides. This one extends with hard plastic about quarter inch over the back, which gives the sides enough rigidity. It has a protective ring around the camera area and the rest is open. It actually makes it even easier to hold the phone because your fingers rest inside the rim. The phone feels thinner without the back panel and lighter. Plus, it's just $13. Dan.
So I found this on Amazon. There might be other places to find it. And the one thing that they didn't have was an option for the 17 Pro. They have the 17 and the 17 Pro Max, but no 17 Pro out there as of this moment in time. So if you want it for the 17 Pro, it might not exist, or you're going to have to hunt, or I don't know the answer. So just wanted to share that. But yeah, that looks great. I love the idea of a clear bumper case, essentially. So I might need to look into that. I like it. Good stuff.
The price is right.
No kidding.
$13.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of, I mean, this was kind of where that conversation wound up a couple of weeks ago. It was like, where are we going with these here? And do we need an expensive case? And maybe Thad has a reason for us to need an expensive case. He says, in the episode, Adam mentioned that he liked Apple's leather cases and wished they still made them. I, too, love the Apple leather cases and have found that the bull strap cases are a decent replacement. The leather feels the same as Apple's, and they have the metal buttons that Apple used as well. They also come with unlimited warranty replacements for wear and tear. So, yeah, bull strap. Now, this is $99 for the 17 Pro case, but it's leather. So, you're going to pay for it. There are actually they range from $50 or $99. There is a couple of $50 options, and what I'm assuming are the colors that they are looking to sell. So
Clear out.
The clearance colors. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, cool. Thanks, Thad. Good stuff. Cool. Who's next?
Nice.
Yep.
Well, Todd wrote in. He says, I like Adam. I like Adam, too. Oh, no. I like Adam. I, like Adam, really liked the Apple leather case. Cost too much, but given how many times my iPhone is in my hand each and every day, worth it to me. I started using the Nomad's leather iPhone cases after Apple stopped making them. I find them very comparable to Apple's. I often place my iPhone screen down when not in use for several reasons. Protect it from something falling on it, the screen goes dark, saving battery. Notifications tend to hit my Apple Watch when the iPhone is screen down, etc. The edge on the leather case keeps the glass from touching the surface when screen down, and this seems to keep my screen from getting scratched up. I never use a glass screen cover and use the leather case because it feels good in my hand and gives a little grip as well. The few dings in the leather that I pick up would be small dents in the iPhone case. Cheers, Todd. And I will briefly mention that I, too, have not been using the screen protector for quite some time and managed to get tripped by somebody whilst leaving the Houston rodeo, skinning not only my knee and my elbow and my ego, but my iPhone screen. So, maybe the screen protector, you never need it until you do.
Until you did.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's right.
$65 for the Nomad case on Amazon. Though I've had Nomad cases before and really liked them. So, yeah. All right. Moving on, Adam. Right?
Yeah, we got Tony, and he says he likes the Fier Shan leather iPhone case. He says, "Hi guys, this has been my go-to case for many model years, and over that time it has consistently saved me from numerous disasters. Its magnetic closure reliably secures the case before hitting the ground. It can be found on Amazon as well." So Fier Shan, Fierre. Fier Shan, is that right? Am I saying that
I
right?
guess, yeah.
It is
they,
now.
they look nice.
Fieri?
Yeah,
Fieri Shan.
I only found them on eBay, not Amazon, and they're like they start at like $27, so which is pretty inexpensive for an iPhone case, a leather iPhone case. So
Yeah, it's got a little cover that kind of flaps closed.
It's the flap closed cover kind of case. Yeah, that's interesting.
So fully encases your.
Yep. I like it. That's pretty good.
Now, my next question, because I noticed all of these are 17s. Like I would go for the Nomad one probably because I like you, Dave. I've had great experience with Nomad, but I didn't see if they had versions for. I'm still on a 16.
Most of them do. I just went. I wanted to normalize pricing for our episode here, so I went and just put everything as a 17 Pro or a 17 in that case where I couldn't find a 17 Pro, but on the bill strap I think it was, or the Weedo, the bumper case.
Right.
But yes, most of them had options for everybody. And this company does too. I have one, as we were talking about leather cases that we've had good experience with, Mujjo, Mujjo.
Yep.
I have always loved their leather cases. They just feel like apples. And they're available again. 17 Pro on Amazon is $59, but they do have options for other size phones, of course. But yeah, I've always really, when I go to a leather case, it often is the Mujjo. So and then there you go. So
Cool.
I think that gets us there, guys. I think we're probably finished with our not just with our cool stuff found, but with our episode in general.
We're here. We
It's
got
time.
here.
Yeah, we made it. I know.
You know what, though? Next week, we're not going to be there again. We're going to have to start all over.
What? Oh, we got to do it again next week?
That's what
That's
they
so
say.
interesting. Huh.
I
All
think
right.
it's state law.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think it's one of those misinterpreted laws, Pete. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Fun time. Thanks for sending in all your stuff. I love learning about all these things, and I just love learning, and I know we all do.